Morning everyone. Busy weekend is over, thank God for that. Turned out to be really busy, so what, 17 odd degrees at the moment. It's quite nice. See, the sun's quite low, it's early in the morning. So no, it was a good weekend. Had mate and his new girlfriend round on Friday night for dinner, and we did actually, if you watch that video, I cleaned the smoker and cleaned the barbie. I'm glad it did, they were really bad. And then that night, that was Friday, yeah, so that night we did pizzas on the pizza oven that goes in the barbie. They come up really good. The garlic one, the garlic bread pizza we do, it's just really plain. Literally got oil, garlic and cheese, bit of herbs, bit of salt, and it's really nice, really nice. So yeah, and then we did a chook on the barbecue, on the smoker here, and that put that on about 4, and that was ready for 7:30. I stretched it out a bit because we weren't quite ready to eat, so about 7:30, but normally takes 3 hours. So they come up really, really nice. That was nice. They were pretty impressed. My mate's South African, so he's right into the smoked meats and stuff like that. So he reckons it's pretty good. Dexter, what are you doing? God, you're biting his ear. Come on, mate. Dog's had a haircut. I think I made a video about that. So I lost all the footage of me actually cutting it, which was a pain because it was like 40 minutes of cutting. But the video was a bit too long anyway. So when they need another haircut, you can see they're very short. When they do need another haircut, I'll film that one. Those new clippers are really, really good too. That's why they're a bit short, because on my other clippers I used to do 3mm, and that cut them really nice. On these clippers I did 3mm, and I did the older one, Alfie, there first, and you can see his skin. I went a bit too deep on him. So the 3mm on the old clippers is not equivalent to 3mm on the new clippers, that's for sure. 3mm on the new clippers is 3mm. 3mm on the old clippers was about 5 or 6. So I changed it to 5mm for him. Once I started, I couldn't stop. Otherwise, would look like he had like a reverse mohawk. So yeah, I cut him at 5mm, I think it was, just over 5, and that's about the look we're going for summer. And then in winter, I'll let him go 6-7mm, something like that. So all good. Retic's going good. I think I did mention I had a bust out in that corner, and I had to shimmy all the pipe that way, just to give me, because I had to cut the elbow out. So that's why it's loose up that end. So I've got to do that, and that might be a today job. We'll see how we go. And then what? I can't even remember what we did. It was a bit of a blur. So Saturday, I don't think we did a lot on Saturday. I think we just did a bit of shopping. And then we were going to go out with a mate of mine that lives just around the corner for dinner. We were going to go to the casino, but those plans fell over because his sister-in-law was at the Pink concert, which is at the casino, just very close to the casino. And she said, don't even bother coming, it's so busy, you can't find a parking, whatever. So they pretty much got here to pick us up to go to the casino, and we decided then that we're not going. So we ended up going to a shopping centre called Whitford's down the road. I'll try and find some pictures. They've done it up about 3 years ago or so. And they've done it up so that the outside area up the top story is kind of inside outside, and it's got a heap of little restaurants, or some big restaurants as well. There's about 10 restaurants you can choose from up there. It's really good. Little play area in the middle for the kids, and they've always got a live band going on Friday and Saturday night as well. So we ended up going to a Bangkok Brothers, it was called. It's a Thai restaurant, and it was Mickey Mouse. Really, really nice. Massive serves. I couldn't even finish it, and I'm a pretty big eater, and I couldn't finish it. So really nice. So yeah, that was Saturday night. Sunday we did go somewhere, but I cannot remember. We did do a Bunnings trip Saturday or Sunday, I can't remember. And then oh, that's right, Sunday went to a car show with a mate, and he just bought himself a brand new C8 Corvette. Well, it wasn't brand new, it's the latest model, 2023 I think it is. 2023 or 2022, I can't remember, but it's the latest C8 Corvette, motor in the back. We went down to a car show, and I didn't film anything. I've been to this car show, if you go back in my videos, I've been to this car show before with my same mate, but he'd never had the Corvette, and he only just got it a couple of weeks ago, last week I think, or 2 weeks ago. So I didn't film anything because really it's the same. It's a cars and coffee, so it's the same people all the time. So yeah, it's no point filming every time I go because you're just going to see the same stuff. But that was cool. Nice car, very smooth. He's a bit older than me, so he doesn't really thrash it too much. He likes to look after his stuff, play on the cautious side. So he didn't really get to feel the full brunt of it. Plus, it's only done 3,000 k, so I think he's just still looking after it a little bit. But yeah, it feels like it goes up pretty good. Alfie, you know that's your brother, mate. Come on. I'm pretty sure they're playing and fighting when he does that. The Red Rocket's not out, so he's not a gay dog, I don't think. Anyway, yeah, so that was good. Got back from there, went out for lunch actually with my family. There's a place called Pizza in the Valley, just around the corner. It's about 15 minutes from our place. Italian restaurant, pizza, pasta, cutlets, things like that. They do all that. Really traditional. It's good. My mum's Italian, and that's about the only Italian restaurant she'll eat at. Bar another one, which is really nice in North Perth as well. But that's more of a ritzy Italian. This is a bit more casual. The only thing was it was really hot and humid on Sunday, and we ended up getting a seat outside, undercover, but really warm. But yeah, it was nice anyway. And then Monday was a public holiday, Labor Day, I think it was. So Dad come round at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we started giving this Torana another go, trying to get it to start, and we finally found out what it was, and it's the most stupidest thing. We wouldn't have found it without the help from one of Dad's mates, who's an auto electrician. So yeah, so that is finally. We took it for a drive yesterday. It's finally up and running, starts perfect, runs perfect. We retimed it. It was a little bit out, so we've retimed it. Runs spot on now, so really good. I'll show you what was wrong with that. Dad come round about 2 weeks ago, and he was only here for about 3 hours, and I didn't take these toolboxes like I normally do because they're on wheels. So normally I take them to the garage, but he was only going to be here for 2 or 3 hours, and it was just an absolute pain in the bum because I filled up my toolbox there and another one under with socket spanners, screwdrivers, this and that. But you can never think of everything. Oh, and I need this today as well. I've just seen that. Hopefully that's working. I'll fix that. So yeah, and I just kept walking backwards and forwards from here. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's about 35 metres every time up and 35 metres back, and it's a pain in the bum. So yeah, so this time he was coming over 9 o'clock. He was going to be here until this thing was sorted, he said. So I took the toolboxes down, and yeah, so much easier. I just put a drill in the top, close the lid, lock them up so that way the doors don't come flying out while you're wheeling them down there. And then yeah, just wheel them down there, work out of them, boom, chuck all the rubbish back on top and bring them back up here, and it was really good. So yeah, so now that the Torana's all up and running, I don't know if you can see that, but it had a split. You can see that little bit of glue stuff up the top. It had a split when you pressurize this. It was leaking. It's called a frothy. It's from Ammo NYC. He was the only one that was selling these kind of things back in the day, and you'd pay like $80 for them. But now you can pick them up from Repco, Super Cheap Auto, stuff like that. But you put soap in it, and it comes out in a foam rather than a spray. Does a really good job for waterless washing and washing your wheels and stuff like that, because it's a really thick, it's like shaving cream. So yeah, works really well. The only reason I got this is for the Torana, because I don't put water on that Torana. It got painted in 2002, and it's never been in the rain, and it's never been washed with a hose. It's only ever been washed with this stuff. The only thing is, you got to be careful. I wouldn't do it to a normal car, because obviously a normal car is going to be dirtier with sand and stuff all over it. My car never gets dirty. It only does about 300 k's a year. So, and I've probably washed it 5 times, if that, in since 2002. So yeah, I wouldn't go doing it on a normal car, only because it's quite dangerous. You can scratch the paint. There's only one method to do it. So get your rag, obviously not this one because it's filthy, but as a demonstration, go like that, fold it half and then half again, and then as you're wiping it, so pretend this is the car, as you're wiping it, go like that, put your hand like that, and as you're wiping it, kind of flick your wrist and go like that. That way if there is shit on the paint and you go like this, or you're going like this to rub that soap in, you're not just scratching the crap out of it. You got to go like that and kind of roll. That way everything that gets picked up gets only one time, sees this rag one time, and it never sees the paint again. And then you fold it like that. Well, actually, so yeah, if you do that, then you do the same on that for another pass. Fold it, do that, flip it inside out, fold it again, you get another 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. So you get eight uses out of one towel. Throw it on. Don't throw it on the ground because then you pick up more crap. But throw it in a bucket, and then get another towel. So you need a pack of towels. You don't have to buy really expensive ones. Bunnings sells. I've got some in here. Car cleaning. I've got a whole pack in there for when I do this. They sell like a big bag for 10, 12 bucks. They're just like seconds towels. Sometimes they got like a peeled edge. This might even be one of them actually. And sometimes they're not square. They didn't cut properly. Perfect. That's what you want. Don't go buying a $20 microfiber towel and think you're going to, because it's really good quality and it's not going to scratch, and you're going to do the whole car with one towel. It's not going to happen. Go and spend 10 bucks, get like 15, 20 towels, and it doesn't matter if they're like seconds and not the best quality. And yeah, just use them that one time on one face, flip it, fold it, whatever you need to do, and then put them in a bucket and then do a load of washing, and they're ready to go for next time. So because my car, if you start squirting it with water every few weeks, it's going to rust. So I don't do it. And the rust, since touch wood, since 2002, it's not a speck of rust on the thing, so it's really good. New cars are different. They're dipped in galvanised, and they're dipped in that e-coating and all that crap, so no worries, they're not going to rust. So yeah, all good there. But anyway, this is what blew up. So what happened was, I drove it back in mid-October, ran fine. I did notice, now that we've fixed this problem and we know what the problem is, I did notice when we first put the MSD on, when we first put the Sniper, so I've had this MSD ignition probably for the last 10 years, but then I used to have I had a MSD distributor, but I had a carburetor on it. About 3 years ago we put, or 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I can't remember, we put, so we still kept the MSD distributor, but then we put an MSD Holly Sniper, Holly owned Sniper, MSD owned Holly owned MSD, whatever, I can't remember. So what it is, it looks like a carburetor, but it's actually fuel injected. So you can tune it a bit better, it runs better, it gives you a bit more performance, bit of everything. It's better in every way, really. So we put that on, and all running good, and literally I could go a month without starting the car. You turn the key to ignition, let the fuel pumps prime. It does like a little priming squirt in the throttle body, which looks like a carby. You can actually put your old school air cleaner on it and you wouldn't know the difference. When it says start, you just flick the key and it's literally half a turn on the starter, and brum, and this thing just burst into life. We couldn't believe it. It's the easiest it's ever started. Used to sit there cranking it all the time with the carby. So this thing was just magic. Not this, the Sniper, the box. I've still got the box down there with a heap of stuff in it. So yeah, so really good. But probably since the beginning of last year, so it was October when the car crapped itself. No fault of my own. I just drove it one day, went perfectly fine, parked it, tried to drive it 2 weeks later, wouldn't even start. But before that, I did notice that I had to crank a bit more. It was 2 or 3 or 5 cranks sometimes, depending how long the car sat for, but it never started as easy as it did. That noise that you can hear is this fan, actually. Turn that off for now. Yeah, so actually, was that even spinning? I don't think that was even spinning then. Oh yeah, it's just not enough sun on it just yet. It's solar powered. I've got a solar panel on the roof, and then this extraction fan just runs all the time. But yeah, I'll probably leave it disconnected for now because that noise is pretty annoying. So yeah, it was getting worse. I never noticed it. I just thought it was whatever, that's normal. I didn't even think about it. It's just, yeah, it's still starting, whatever. Anyway, drove it mid-October, never started after that again. So if I show you on the wiring diagram, So so it had nothing to do with the sniper, the problem was actually my car. So MSD system installing, no, I think it was this one. So this is my setup. So I've got a ready to run distributor, I've got the MSD and a coil, not that coil, I've got a different coil, but it doesn't matter, it's this exact setup. So you got heavy black to battery, I think you can run that to earth anyway. Yeah, they all say that, but no, you can earth them. It does say in instructions that you can just earth it as long as it's a good earth. My battery's in the boot and this thing's up near the front, so it's going to be a bit hard. Heavy red to positive battery, which we've taken from the starter motor, which is all good. And I've got to add to the way the old MSD was connected was the exact same way that we connected this new one. So we didn't change any of the wiring whatsoever. All we did to get the old MSD out was cut some wires, cut a few of these, and then we got this new MSD and put the wires back. We never actually rerouted, or we connected everything back to how it was connected when the car used to run. Anyway, so I'm just wondering, so what, no, this is not me, this is not me. I definitely don't have that. Something's a bit funny here. No, I don't have that, because what I'm saying is, see this white wire connects to that. I don't, my white wire is not connected because I have, this is really annoying. Here we go, I think it's here somewhere. So I'm using, nope, none of them. Chrysler, no, dual coil, definitely not. Aftermarket components, white not used. After wiring and Mallory, nah. Oh my god. See, this is what I mean, it just gets really, no, that's not me. I thought it was the first one. Crank trigger, ready to run distributor. Dual, no. It must be this one. As long as it's saying white, no, see. Mine says white not used. White's connected. White not used. Yeah, I mean it could be this one. But it's not that one. But anyway, I can show you, it really doesn't matter. See, that's a jumper and a relay, that's not it. I can't remember. It's this one, but not with dual coil. Look, that's really strange. Wiring and Mallory. It's no, it's not, because it uses its own harness. Let's say it's similar to this. Wiring and Mallory. So orange and black goes to my coil, I remember that. Violet green has its own connector that goes to, instead of saying that, let's say it's a MSD distributor, because that's exactly what mine is. But it's got green and violet, instead of black and orange, black and green, it's got green and violet all the way. So that connects in. Grey is the TAC output, which we can reconnected. White's not used. Heavy red, heavy black we used. Now this is the wire. So this ignition key, original coil positive wire. So that is why they say use that original coil positive wire. We didn't do that with the first one, and it still started and ran perfect. We connected it, so it's an ignition 12 volt. So when the key's off, it's 0 voltage. You turn the ignition on, it needs 12 volt, which is what we had. We tested, had it. The only thing is, it needs 12 volt while you're cranking, or at least 10 volts while you're cranking. And it used to, and then for some reason, we didn't change anything. For some reason, it decided to go to 0.3 of a volt on cranking. So Dad rang up his auto electrician mate, and he said, just double check that wire has at least 10 volts, because otherwise this won't register as being on. It needs at least 10 volts to be on, and if you're cranking at 0.3 of a volt, this thing's off, so it's not sending any spark, because we weren't getting a spark at the leads, spark plug leads. And that's what it turned out to be. So for some reason, one day overnight, by itself, it just decided, instead of having 12 volts or 10 volts, I'm going to have 0.3 of a volt. And we don't know why. So what we did was cut that wire, and we found another wire which was the old ignition wire, and that had 9 or 10 volts, 11 volts, I can't remember, under load while cranking. So I connected to that, and this thing just burst into life like no one's business. So worked out really well in the end. But yeah, it took us, I'd say Dad's been over probably 3 times, let's say 10 hours total, and then yesterday was another 7 hours because we had the thing just blown apart, so we got it all working, and then we had to tidy up all the wiring and trim some wires, and yeah, so it was a bit of a hassle, but we got it going in the end. So that is fully operational now, which is really good. I just spotted the dog in the garden over there. I don't know what he's up to. Dex, good boy. So yeah, so all good, but yeah, all working now. So we'll definitely have to go for another drive. I don't want to drive it too much now because I am selling that car, and I don't want something else to break. We tested the battery because we thought might have been the battery, and the battery's testing really good. Dad's got a proper tester that you test under load and everything, so yeah, that's testing really nice. So don't need a battery, but I know the clutch is probably about 5-6 years old, and I'm pretty sure it's on its way out. It's still got a fair bit of life in it, but I don't want to go thrashing it and blow a clutch, and then I've got to take the gearbox out, change a clutch, $1,000 on a clutch, and then sell the car. So I really don't want to do that. So yeah, but anyway, I'm glad that's up and running now. So yeah, so I was going to make a video of cleaning it without a hose, so I reckon that'll be pretty good. I've actually got a bit of solution in there. I don't even know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's the stuff that came, the frothy, he calls it, Ammo NYC. Good stuff, but it's just really expensive, and I mean, the actual products aren't that well, they're at the higher end, but they are good products, but the shipping is just unbelievable. Yeah, it's like double what the stuff costs to ship it here. Very fast, but I wouldn't buy from him again. I just 2 days ago, 3 days, I was watching one of his videos, and he's actually opening he was in Australia last week, I think, and he's actually opening an Australian warehouse. So if you want to buy any ammo products, you can buy them from Australia. They're already here, and you're only paying the minimal shipping. So that's good. So because his wife is a chemist. I don't know if you've heard of him. Ammo NYC. No, he doesn't have anything. Really good car detailing guy. Very meticulous and pedantic. Like he doesn't do normal cars. He does like supercars and stuff like that. But his wife's a chemist, so if he uses like a car, he's got all his own stuff that he actually makes. A lot of people just get some other mob to make it, and then they brand it for themselves, and it may be good, it may not be good. They just do it to make more money. Whereas he'll use something and go, look, this could be better, and it might take him 2 or 3 years to perfect it in the lab with his wife helping him, because his wife's a chemist, or chemical engineer, I don't know what she is, but anyway, then he'll bring it out, he'll test it, and then he'll bring it out, and his stuff is really good. It is expensive, but it is probably the best stuff out there, I'd say. I don't use it because I don't have a supercar, but if I had a supercar, I would definitely splash out and buy that stuff for my cars. That the stuff, the middle of the tier stuff, that's fine for my stuff. But yeah, but anyway, I'll stop babbling. I think that's long enough. But yeah, that's the next couple videos. Might be a Torana waterless wash, and I don't need to polish it, and it doesn't need a ceramic coat. It's all been done. So it just needs a good little spruce up. It's been sitting there for years, and I've not even vacuumed it because, like I said, I don't drive it. So it needs a good vacuum, a good little wash on the outside. I'm gonna do the engine bay and inside the boot, and on the back side of the boot and the back side of the bonnet, the inside of the doors. I'll just do it really nice. Yeah, and do the wheels, do the tyres. Should come up good. So yeah, that'll be the next one. But anyway, I can't see, looking around, I mean, that can go away now. There's a few little spare parts in there that we didn't use, and a couple of stickers. I don't want any of that. But I mean, the new owner of that car I'll definitely keep it. Guess what? I've kept the sniper box as well, so the new owner can have any like little spare parts and things like that. I'll just put them in the boot. But yeah, that was another task for today, was actually trying to find someone around here that will sell the car on consignment. So yeah, it'll be sad to see it go, but can't wait for the new car, so that'll be really good. If you haven't watched my previous videos, that's what I'm put a deposit down on, one of these. So not that colour, because yeah, I'm sick of driving yellow cars. So It's a grey one, blends in a bit more stealthy. So yeah, see how we go. But anyway, we'll see you in the car washing video, and we'll catch you later.